guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's junk journal with me is another really special one. I am collaborating with many other amazing and talented creators for Junk Journal September. It's been organised by Cassie, who is Dust to Roses on Instagram and YouTube. I will leave a link to all her information down in the description box for you. So Junk Journal September is a journal prompt challenge. Every day in September there is a new prompt, and each day a different creator will be representing that prompt. So I chose day 17, which is pets. So my husband and I have two cats. They are about 10.5 years old, and we named them Costa and Starbuck after our love of coffee. They are also named after coffee shop chains here in the UK. So the photos I have to document today are of the cats sleeping. It's very rare to catch them sleeping on the sofa together at the same time, so it is something I wanted to document, and I just feel like they look so peaceful and cute when they are asleep. So I've chosen a page in my journal, and you saw at the beginning of this video that I had a couple of photos to document, and I also had pulled out a children's book page and a paper bag. So all I'm doing here is cutting up the photos, and you may notice I actually have a full-size pair of scissors, some adult scissors. I've been using my smaller Fiskars ones for so long and they're still really good, but I was finding it really difficult to cut bigger things in a straight line because the scissors were so small. So I've now bought some Fiskars titanium ones, which I think are non-stick, so I'm finding cutting things like photos a little bit easier. So this paper bag, I got it from Cass Kidston, but I think I had a gift wrapped up in it, and I really like check grid gingham patterns, and although it has no relation whatsoever to the cat photos, I just really wanted to try and incorporate it on my page because I really like the pattern, and it's one of the pieces of ephemera that I had saved in my box of things that I wanted to get into my journal, and I thought it looked really good next to the children's book page because the cat is on one of the rugs, and that's kind of like a check design. So all you see me doing here is cutting down the paper bag so it fits on the page, and I'm going to be covering up that tea-dyed page. Now I'm actually going to be using PVA glue on this tea-dyed paper, and that's because I didn't think a glue stick was going to work well adhering the paper bag onto the tea-dyed page because it's a little bit warped, and I didn't think my Tombow glue would be that good because I wouldn't be able to really spread it. But as you can see, I actually apply way too much glue, and I think my paintbrush was a little bit too wet as well, so the whole pages just got completely soaked. I actually thought I'd ruined the page because it was just so wet. Moving on to the next page, I have this children's book page which I pulled out of a little golden book. I think it was named Cats, and all I'm going to be doing is trimming it down with my ruler to create a softer edge, and I'm going to be using that little piece of the book page to create a pocket. So I'm just having a little bit of a play around with the book page to see which page I would like to stick it onto, and I also pull out the photos and see where they will look best. So I've pulled out some of my printables from Little Bindi on Etsy, and I'm just seeing which one I like the best on top of this paper bag, and I've trimmed the photo down a little bit so it will fit on the doily really nicely. I wanted to back it on top of something because I wanted it to stand out from the paper bag. And I really like this red floral one, but I felt like the photo got a little bit lost in it. And I am going to be choosing this yellow illustrator doily because I felt it matched in quite well with the cat on the children's book page. I'm using double-sided tape to adhere the photo onto the printable. and whilst I have my double-sided tape out, I'm going to be using that on 3 sides of the children's book page to create the pocket. I've decided to add some washi tape down the middle of the page just to make sure that paper bag doesn't come up, and it's just a light pink grid washi tape, and I'm not too sure where I got it from. And I'm just choosing where exactly I want to stick the printable and photo. I'm going to be using my Tombow Mono Multi Glue to stick this down on the page. Because of the scalloped edge, I didn't think my glue stick would cope too well with that, and this has a fine tip, so it meant I could apply it closer to the edge. I'd like to add a title to the page, so I've pulled out my Crepe Paper Maggie home stickers, and I've just chosen the bigger alphas out of the two, and I'm going to be spelling out the word pets, which is my prompt for the challenge. I'm just cutting out some red vintage labels. I have printed them on sticker paper, and I will leave the link to these down in the description box in case you would like to print them out for yourself. And I'm going to be adding the name of each cat and when I took the photo on each of the labels. Honestly, I am finding it so much more easier to cut straight with bigger scissors. I've also done some journaling on some ledger paper, which I'm just trimming down with my ruler. So the labels are just going to be attached to the back of each photo, and printing them on sticker paper just makes it really easy to apply them to a photo or a page. And that piece of ledger paper with my journaling on is going to be stuck down at the bottom of the left hand page, and I'm going to be using my glue stick to do that. I'm also trying to use up some of these free stickers from the Flourish sticker pack. So I have this free sticker that says Moments Spent Together, and I'm just trying to decide whether I like it at the bottom of the page on the ledger paper or whether I want to stick it on top of the photo. And I found in this journaling session that I was really indecisive. I spent so long on so many different things, which you guys don't see because I cut it out. But I was really indecisive, and I feel like I've lost my journaling mojo a little bit. So if you've got any ideas of how I can find it again, then I would love to know, so please leave me a comment. And in the end, I do decide to add it to the bottom of the ledger paper just to fill in that gap. To finish off the page, I'm just adding a black line around pets to make it stand out a little bit more on the green background, and I should have left it at a couple of lines, but I ended up going around it a lot more, and I'm not so keen on it, but that's totally okay. And these are the finished pages. They are really simple, but I do like how they turned out. I would love to know if you own a pet too, so please leave me a comment letting me know what kind of pet you have, and also what have you named them. I'm always really interested to hear what owners have named their pets. Thank you so much to Cassie from Dust to Roses for letting me be a part of this collaboration. I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.